Your mic, it's going to pick up from this. Just leave the mic on. I love it down. That's better.
Taste the rainbow. That's the Herman.
Last night.
Sick. So many people were there that I knew.
About another 2.5 minutes or so, actually 2 minutes to go before the start of this one here at Darien Ice House. The Rams and the Cardinals excited for this matchup. Two of the best in the FCIAC, as we mentioned. And Dylan, you look at that last matchup where New Canaan won 2-0 in the middle of the week, and talking with Coach Alex Lurchin of Greenwich, he said that in that game, New Canaan got outshot 39-1, and they played a lot of defense, and he said, quote, "We hope to sustain the puck in their zone a lot more and generate more chances," but he said we left it all out on the ice, though, and I'm proud of that. So what do you expect for this Greenwich team coming in tonight?
Well, they're definitely going to want to get a lot of shots on this New Canaan goaltender. She has played pretty well so far, only letting up 4 goals thus far in the season. So their defense has been pretty strong, so they're going to need to get as many shots to the net as possible in order to score some goals.
New Canaan coming into this one, having already scored 33 goals on the year, have given up just 4. And last year they scored 67, so they're already halfway there. And let's not forget, this is a shortened season, so that in 20 games last year, New Canaan scored 67. as compared to 33 already in just 6. It's unbelievable from New Canaan. In the middle of the week, they won 3 games by a combined score of 25-1. They beat Fairfield Co-op, Trumbull St. Joe's, and Stanford West Hill Staples by the scores of 8-0, 8-1, and 9-0. Really dominant from this team. And even though the last time they played was against Greenwich, the Cardinals had a game the next night and they won 7-0. They won 7-0 against Wilton, Norwalk, McMahon, their combined teams. So they got back to winning ways. So 2 teams on winning streaks, looking to cement themselves as as the top team in the FCIAC.
Yeah, there are 2 very high-powered offenses, and last game, both the defenses came pretty good. 2 goals in a night is never something to be ashamed of. So this might be an offensive battle. They both had games pretty recently, so there might be a sense of tiredness on the bench. So we'll see what happens.
There are no starting lineups in girls hockey, so we will just get ready for this one. I did, however, find out that starting in goal for the Cardinals were the junior Morgan Dahl, the backup, as it usually is Hannah Goldenberg, the senior captain in net. But tonight it's the junior number 1 who has started 1 game for them, and that was their other loss. They've lost 2 games on the year. One of them was to New Canaan. The other game they lost, she was in net. A 2-1 loss to Trumbull St. Joe's, where she gave up 2 goals and had a couple saves in there for an .875 save percentage. And for New Canaan, it looks like it's going to be Blythe Novick once again. Seems like she started basically every game so far already with 3 shutouts, a .933 save percentage. Been unbelievable single year.
Yeah, this New Canaan goal has been very strong this year. And as I said earlier, it's going to take a lot of shots. They're not the best shots in the world. Any shots on net can have something happen.
Both teams get their final words from their coaches, and we will be ready to go. The Cardinals and the Rams, and Jade Lowe, the all-junior line for the Rams, with Blythe Novick in net and Maisie Koo and McKenna Harden as the D pair. We're off here at Darien Ice House. 2 of the better teams in the FCIAC on the girls' side, out by Greenwich, and they look for a break. Novick will just stick it to the side, and Maisie Koo, the freshman, who's now playing alongside the senior captain. That shows a lot, Dylan, that you have a freshman on D that's getting
veteran on this team. And McKenna Harden alongside her is definitely going to give her confidence throughout the season and allow her to play a bit more freely because she knows she has a solid D partner.
Face off to Dahl's right, and the New Canaan offense. Someone who graduated, was their number 1 for many years, Jessica Ware, who received FCIAC honors as well. And usually when Greenwich and New Canaan play, you see 2 of the best goalies in the state, and Ware and Novick between the pipes. But now she's gone, and Greenwich is looking to find someone new in as Lexi Tully, the freshman, will play it, reverse it back to Courtney Zone.
So far, I really like the crisp passing by New Canaan. They had a good breakout that started below their right.
Benson trying to move him, but a great poke check there. That was Elizabeth Anderson, the sophomore for the high school as a freshman, and then he takes the puck away here. Kelly Benson looking to find someone in this goal for a change. Here at Darien with for a deflection, went just wide, and that puck goes all the way down. Benson, sister of Caitlin Tyler, the junior, who has been one at the pad. Greenwich looking to come out with it. But caught in between Jade Lowe's skates. Greenwich looking to keep it in the zone. In that game on Tuesday, New Canaan was basically in the offensive zone for the majority of the game. Here's a chance in the high slot. A shot there saved by Novick, and she will hold on. That's the defenseman, Tess Marciano, who has a power play goal and 3 assists this year. Was one of the players that Coach Alex Lurchin told me to keep an eye on.
Confident with the way she's been playing through.
Along with her sister, Haley, who's a junior, so they will go to college together. And here is this game. Got plenty of shots on net in that game on Tuesday against the number 1 goaltender, and look to find even more on the backup here in this game. Trying to get a chance, and Kroll will chase after it. Greenwich looking and find some good passes in the neutral zone to create some opportunities on Novick. Goes all the way down. Benson will chase after it, but getting there first. Canaan looking for a wraparound chance, and puck finds its way in!
Canaan just getting pucks to the net and seeing what happens, It ended up really well for them in the goal. It was a tough angle shot, but you know, any puck in front of the net can go in, no matter where it is.
Not sure who will get credit for it, but it doesn't matter. It's 1-0 New Canaan. They scored their first goal in the first period as well on Tuesday, and then scored a late one in the end. Courtney O'Connell had the goal for them on Tuesday that broke the get the assists on Grace Flato's goal. And here's another rush here for New Canaan. It's Flato again looking, and New Canaan really continuing this pressure. They were very aggressive on the forecheck and used the ball very wisely. Tired legs out there already. Right here battling along in the neutral zone. Wins it out to Flato. Grace Flato, her third goal of the year. Offensive zone. Way low, her wrist shot. Here's Caitlin Tully now.
They've really applied pressure on this, on the Greenwich goalie. And
by the Greenwich D. And now Amanda Benson will have it. We'll swing it around the boards, and Kaylee Harden will get it at the right circle. But New Canaan once again holding on to this puck. Trying to work it out to the point. That was Kaylee Harden going the other way, and that puck is iced down with ones, and she made one there.
Blythe Novick was right.
Quite do so. Novick opts to hold on to this one, and the whistle stops with 6:04 to go in the first.
This has been a pretty fluid game so far, not too many whistles, which has really benefited the New Canaan Rams so far. They've been able to get the puck deep in the Greenwich zone and really keep it there for most of this game, which is a great recipe for success and scoring more goals on this, on Dahl, the Greenwich goaltender.
We're going to get a mask break here. First one of this opening period. Greenwich this year, despite their 4-2 record, have only scored 19 goals, which is, some would say, is a bit of a worry, especially since they scored 7 in their last game. Struggle, especially against this improved defense for New Canaan. Greenwich does do out a good pass, cross-ice pass in the neutral zone. Amanda Benson looking to make a move. She, to his Darien senior night, to the bench. O'Connell could be in here. Make a move, goes backhand, and what a save there. O'Connell, fresh off the bench, intercepted the puck in the neutral zone, had Kaylee Harden behind her, but went
to the net and stoned the shooter cold.
And O'Connell couldn't keep it in the zone. Greenwich looking to come out. Every time they get the puck out, Dylan, is a great move there from O'Connell. Seems like every time the Cardinals get the
best to slow them down, but they're going to need to generate some offense if they want to keep this game close.
Doesn't matter who they play. It's games, including this one against the Greenwich team that on paper is very good, but you can clearly tell that New Canaan, the much stronger side. And now Tully has it. They nearly were caught for offsides. And both teams will go for a change. New Canaan will look to push the pace here. Here's Amanda Benson on defense, looking to move in. Amanda Benson, the sophomore, moving in. A big save, but Dahl with the pad. New Canaan keeping it in. That's been a theme thus far. They finally try and dump it in, but these players are exhausted.
They're not really taking their time, just getting the puck deep, no matter where they are.
McKinnon's been able to change, even though the puck is in their offensive zone. They're rolling out about 4 to 5 defensemen each game, and you can see them go. Block so many shots and make your goaltender's job that much easier.
Any way you can help is going to be really appreciated by your goaltender. You know, she doesn't want to be facing 40 shots, especially from this lethal New Canaan offense.
A shot there right as the buzzer sounds was saved by Blythe Novick, and that'll do it for the first period. That shot was from Caroline Lawrence. Really one of the only names I've said offensively. No intermission between the first and second periods. That is the CHSGHA. It's a Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association. That's their rule. So about a 1-minute break between periods, but we'll stay with you here at Darien Ice House. The NCTV crew back after the February break to bring you this live action. Dylan Azzaparty, Austin Platt, and our cameraman Chase Pinkernell. Teams will talk it over for a couple of seconds here, but Dylan, your thoughts in the first period have to be all NC.
Yeah, you know, I've really liked the contributions that the New Canaan team's been getting from their freshmen. And I think a lot of credit has to go to Coach Boulan and their captains for really letting these freshmen have the freedom to be able to make moves. And even if they make mistakes, they know that their teammates have their backs and that they will be there to support them. And also, you got to feel good with a goalie like Blythe Novick in net. She's been a brick wall all season so far.
New Canaan defeated Greenwich on Tuesday in their first meeting of the year. That's the first time in 5 years they had won on the road. Despite all the success New Canaan has had in the FCIAC, feels like Greenwich on the road at Dorothy Hamill has been a struggle. And last year, in 2019, they lost 4-1 in the annual outdoor game. And then just 2 weeks later, they met and New Canaan won 4-1 here at Darien Ice House with Kaylee Hardin had 2 goals herself. So New Canaan's done well at home against Greenwich, and for the most part, Greenwich has done the same. Both teams have defended home ice very well, but New Canaan finally figured the Cardinals out this year. Teams will swap sides here as we get ready for the second period. It'll be Maisie Koo and McKenna Hardin on defense, and then the all-junior line of Lowe, Caitlin Tully, and Maddie Cloud, as Cloud will take the face-off. And for Greenwich, it's Kelsey Roth, Lily Bates on the forward position, as it's Bates and Cloud on the face-off here. As Lily Bates from the slot, but she takes a shot from the circle and it's saved.
Not forward to sit back on their heels and just let New Canaan keep running up the score.
Face-off one from Novick, and the rebound only came to New Canaan, but they do well to keep it in. Tess Marciano, a shot here for New Canaan, but Tess Marciano cover up after that puck went on net with.
I really love the play that I just saw by Jade Lowe. You know, she got in the shot lane and blocked the shot. That takes a lot of courage, especially as you get older and older and shots get harder and harder.
Lawrence will swing that one around the boards. And New Canaan holds it behind Novick's net. Ido, the goal scorer. This line was Danielson. She doesn't go very far. Kaylee Hardin continuing with the pressure, and she wins the puck back. And she'll go to the front end of the net to try and deflect the shot in. Here's Benson, has a tough shot forward. That one. Crowell plays it over to Hardin, who reverses it around, and Courtney O'Connell will chase after it, the senior captain. They dump Elizabeth Anderson does, but she's swiped away by Courtney O'Connell. This line for New Canaan, Dylan, feels like they've been out for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it has, but they've been Greenwich defense can't, and that's.
Let play continue. Feed here is Jade Lowe. Lowe puts on the brakes and sends one of the Greenwich players down into the boards. A slap shot from the point looking down, but it wasn't there for her as Greenwich ices the puck down with 11:39 to go in this second.
That was an amazing play by Delaney Roth. She definitely just saved Greenwich a goal. You know, they got a great point shot, a good deflection.
Fully the net, a huge chance for Caitlin, and puts one on net. A second chance by Dahl, but there is going to be a penalty here, and New Canaan's going to go to the power play.
Yeah, a power play is well deserved. You know, they were running, the Greenwich Cardinals are all around the zone, and that forced them to, I believe, hook one of the New Canaan players to just avoid a goal being scored against them. So that's what this consistent offensive pressure is going to do to teams.
New Canaan goes to the power play, and the first line of Kroll, Hardin, and O'Connell is on. It's Kaylee Hardin. And Caroline Lawrence wins the face-off. But New Canaan is gone in this power play.
This is elite, and you can see why. She always is.
And New Canaan looking to get a couple more opportunities on in this power play. Courtney O'Connell will circle and pause at the line. A shot, Grace Kroll. A good pass over to Kaylee Hardin, but that puck couldn't quite find her stick. Here's O'Connell. A shot went up high, was a save from Dahl with 41 seconds to go, and what has been a very good power play thus far for the Rams.
Yeah, it really has been a great power play. They've had a lot of zone time, but something I really noticed that I liked was Coach Boulon had, because the Greenwich defensemen are not allowed to
always have someone go back and look for a quick chance the other way. A shot there was saved, and another chance is another save there from someone. Instead, we'll take the shot. A pad save there from Dahl. She stepped up to the challenge so far on this one off the boards. Only a New Canaan player at the red line. It's Amanda Benson looking to make a move. Here's Kelly Benson moving up with speed. Benson trying to make a move, trying to go all the... Gives it to Flato behind the net. Grace Flato, the first and only goal scorer thus far, but New Canaan is on the doorstep looking for a second of the freshman. Right here trying to work her magic, and she'll get a chance here to save the side into her right post, and she makes another key save at the red line. With 7, I think this game is basically a carbon copy. Here's a chance here. A shot was saved at the slot by Dahl. That was Grace Kroll there. Here's Courtney O'Connell back to the point. A slapper. Dahl. She has been tested all night, and all but one shot she has saved.
Yeah, and New Canaan's got to be really happy with the amount of shots they've been putting on Dahl. But she's come up big on most of them. She's only let up 1 goal so far. She must have faced at least over 10 shots, maybe even closing in on 20. And she stood tall.
The exact same thing tonight. Here's Lexi Tully, the younger sister of Caitlin Tully, playing it to Harden. Her shot went just wide to the left of Morgan Pin after crossing the red line, so no icing and change. As New Canaan will bring out a fresh 5. Out by Delaney, but 1-0 certainly does not dictate what it's been like, as this icing is waved off as Caitlin Tully got to the puck first. They've won a lot of the battles in that neutral zone. Caitlin Tully looking to get one in front. That's where Jade Lowe is at the moment in the high slot. Maddie Clyde working 1-on-2 and does well to get it out to Tully behind King on Lily Bates, the junior. You've seen a lot of these Greenwich forwards having to play defense as they've been pinned inside their own zone. A good play with the stick there from Dahl. Far, but allowing New Canaan to play it around the boards they do here. Catherine Ray, the first one on it. A good pass over for Kelly Benson. A save. The rebound wasn't quite there. That was Flato looking partner in Raher. Here's Flato. Had the open net, but just missed the left post. New Canaan only has a 1-goal lead. Here's Benson with it again. Cardinals dump in. Benson has it now. Up to Catherine Raher. After the conclusion of this period, as his first line comes right back out for NC. Facucci on it now. Gets it out of the zone over to Sophie Roth, the sophomore. Potential opportunity she can bring to the slot. A chance in front. What a save there from Dahl on Grace Kroll, denying what would have been an easy second goal for New Canaan. They had a 2-on-0 up. Up there, and that puck comes out of the zone. McKenna Harding couldn't keep that one in, and now Maisie Koo has it. A good pass to the center. Well, O'Connell is her shot and gloved right out of the air by Dahl with 1:55 to go. A very quick moving game thus far.
Yeah, it's been very quick. The Greenwich goaltender Dahl has been amazing. After this game, she may be competing with Emma Kushner for the starting spot. You know, she's 0-1 on the season with 2 goals against. Actually 3 now after this game so far. But she's been playing amazing. She just made an amazing save on a 2-on-0.
Certainly giving Coach Alex Danielson will just dump it in, looking to get behind it, but Grace Kroll did a good job. And will come out with it with 95 seconds to go in the second. But didn't do so. And Anderson smartly plays the puck up the boards to Bates. But New Canaan once again holding the puck inside the zone. A couple players go down. We will see a penalty. It looks like this one will be on New Canaan. And I think it's going to be Maddie Cloud will get 2 minutes for tripping right at the end of the second period as she pleads her case to the ref.
Yeah, I don't think she's too happy with that call. I think it might have been an incidental trip. You know, her stick was there, and the Greenwich players might have accidentally tripped over it. So those are some tough calls, but New Canaan's looked very good so far, and they're going to
10 to go in the period, and if Greenwich does not score, they will have Marciano and Lowe chasing after her as Caitlin Tully gets this puck and sends it back in. 30 seconds gone on the power play, another 36 to go in the period, looking for shorthanded chance, and a chance in front.
what you want to see out of the New Canaan power play. They don't care that they're a player down on the ice. They just want to keep the pressure on Dahl and eventually have her give up another goal. You know, with the amount of shots that they've put on
Handed, giving ground, allowing them to clear out. Here's Kaylee handed goal. And that is the end of the second period. Greenwich will have 49 seconds after the full intermission on the power play to try and get this game tied back up at 1. And after 2 periods on Tuesday, it was 1-0 New Canaan. And after this one, it's 1-0 New Canaan. It's on a Saturday night matchup between the Cardinals and the Rams. We will see you for the third period. Before we begin the third period, we'd like to shout out our sponsors. Thank you to our NC Rams Platinum sponsor, Walter Stewart's, who has supported NC Rams athletics and the entire New Canaan community for years. Walter Stewart's is your fresh local market. Thank you to our gold sponsor, Club Sandwich, that is the New Canaan's destination for fresh sandwiches since 1986. Our silver sponsors, Performance PT, Educational Futures, the SIG Insurance Agencies, OSSM Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, Rand Insurance, and the Renaissance Partners. And finally, our black sponsors, Ready Rooster, Sheila La, 84 Sports New Canaan, the New Canaan Diner, NC Graphics, the Athletic Shoe Factory, Togs, Dr. Austin Feeney, and the Lewis School of Driving. The NC Rams All Sports Booster Club supports all New Canaan High School athletics. Getting ready for this third period. New Canaan up 1-0 after a first period goal from Grace Flato, the junior forward. They didn't score any in the second, but Dylan Mai, they had so many opportunities. We don't have enough fingers to count between the two of us, but Morgan Dahl stepped up in her role, and Greenwich has a power play for another 49 seconds. What do you expect as they begin the third?
Well, you know, Greenwich is really going to have to forecheck a bit harder. They've kind of just been getting over the red line, dumping in, but not really been able to get consistent zone time. And New Canaan's just going to want to keep the puck in the Greenwich zone and just keep testing Dahl. You know, eventually she's going to crack if they keep putting 15 shots a period on her.
New Canaan out Greenwich on Tuesday, 39-12. Marciano with it. She'll drop it off to Roth. Her shot is saved there by the blocker by Novik. New Canaan looking to clear the puck. Is there one last chance on this power play with 5 seconds?
Yeah, that was a fantastic penalty kill by New Canaan. They didn't really let Greenwich have too many shots, and it's a great job by Maddie Cloud for making up for a penalty and scoring a goal right after she got free from that penalty box.
Tuesday now have a 2-0 lead tonight. By Lowe, another opportunity, a save there from Dahl, but the offense of Greenwich hasn't helped her out as they haven't gotten too many opportunities. By Dahl, and play will stop with 13:04 to go in the third period.
This 2-goal deficit for Greenwich can definitely really not be blamed, and as you saw, they weren't.
Emery Fukuchi, the senior captain. It was a poor pass, and Kaylee Harden will jump right on it. Come out, and they finally do after McKenna Harden gets barreled over. Dump it back in, and Delaney Roth will play after it. Greenwich this year 4-2, but at risk of losing. Looking to win it from Tess Marciano. Trying to get it to the point, but it's Kelly Benson on it now. Benson, the senior, looking to steer one on net. Went to the slot, but it went all the way out. 14 in this third and final period. Offside there called on the Cardinals as Anderson couldn't touch back up before Danielson re-entered the zone.
I really like the defensive pairing we saw in the last shift of Amanda Benson and Lexi Tully.
Lowe looked to pass it on over to Caitlin Tully, and her opportunity was saved by Morgan Dahl. With next week, they have just 3 games left in their regular season before playoffs, so the shortened season, it felt like the season started just a couple days ago. It means that there will be no state tournaments this year. On a chance in front, but Caitlin Tully was the only one there. And that puck did come out of the zone. And offsides is called on Delaney Roth. With 10:38 to go, but a much slower third period. You would think that would benefit Greenwich more because of the New Canaan pressure.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Greenwich has gotten the puck out of their zone pretty well so far in this third period, but they're going to really have to test us on net as possible because she's played outstanding this year.
Caitlin Tully looking to move the puck now. Tully will just dump it in high and go for a change. As the first line. Lexi Tully, a great pass as she sees Kaylee Harden. Harden looking for a move to the left circle. Tried to play one in front, a chance for New Canaan. And it's a save there. Did that puck go in?
Yeah, it wasn't just the fans in the stands who thought that went in. I also thought it went in. But, you know, Dahl has been playing pretty amazing considering how good this New Canaan team is. And she's really put her team back.
Much better than Alex Lurchin could ask for. This Greenwich team under Lurchin is a success. They won the FCIAC bench, and Kaylee Harden has it now inside of her own zone. Getting it up to center ice. Will Kroll down. That should go for icing, and it does with exactly 9 minutes to go. And
very good contribution with an early goal in the first period to put the Rams up 1-0. So, you know, he has faith in them. Although he doesn't play them all the time, he knows he can count on them when need be.
Canaan won the face-off and nearly put one in net. That was Kelly Benson, who had doubled the New Canaan lead. Benson leaves it for Catherine Rayer. A little miscommunication there. That being McKenna Harden, but was unsuccessful. Coach Lurchin told me that they struggled with in that loss on Tuesday to the Rams. A couple players went down there for NC, and they will go for a change. Last year.
Yeah, this New Canaan defense has been really amazing so far this year, with freshman additions Maisie Koo and Lexi Tully, and they have had no problem putting them both.
Looking from a deflection from her older sister, but gloved down was it by Dahl. And with 7:09 to go. By the pad of Dahl. That puck somehow stayed in the New Canaan zone, stops at the blue line, and about 5 players fighting for it. There's a big sandwich there in the New Canaan off zone. Losing control of that puck was Marciano. New Canaan comes back in. Grace Kroll has Harden in the slot. She couldn't find anyone, but here's a shot for a goal for NC tonight. A wraparound chance. Here's another opportunity. Was whiffed there by Catherine Rayer. Back to the point, Lexi Tully. A slap shot, a low one. Couldn't quite get a deflection. That went wide. New Canaan really upping the pressure here in these final minutes of this game. Something Coach Buellen will love to see. And Dahl is on it. And with 5:51, Greenwich once again survives, giving up another goal.
Yeah, Dahl has really come up big, especially in those net front scrambles. You always think that New Canaan's going to net a goal, but she's for the most part tonight found a way to stop most of them.
Mass break here with 5:51 to go in this final period. New Canaan coasting right now, a 2-0 lead. And they've really never let off the gas pedal in this one, as they get ready for their 2 games against Darien next weekend. They'll have one final true home game against Wilton Norwalk McMahon a couple of Wednesdays from now, and then the playoffs begin as New Canaan will look. Rayer looking for Kelly Benson. Benson has it now. Koo has it. A slapper from her, and might have taken a deflection. Dahl Harden has it now. A shot from her went wide. Called on the Cardinals with 4:53 to go.
I've been really impressed so far this third period on how New Canaan's really not stepped off the pedal. You know, they're putting, none of them really worked out too well.
They've struggled to come out with it. Sophie Roth, the sophomore, nearly collides with the ref, but gets it back to the point. Caitlinson now. Good pass up the ice to Kroll. Kaylee Harden nearly won that puck as she went into the boards, and that puck went into the Greenwich bench. Second game of the year against Darien, but they will have a chance for revenge next Saturday here at the Ice House.
I'm very excited for the next Darien game. You know, the New Canaan team's really heated up since then. They've amounted to a 5-1 record, and it's looking like it's going to be 6-1. So they're really going to want to put the pressure on Darien.
By Kelly Benson, as his third line getting some more time as Coach Buellen is opting to guides it behind the net of Morgan Dahl, the junior goalkeeper. It's Caitlin Tully trying to make her move. Here comes Delaney. Tully did well to prevent any more opportunity. The line is Amanda Benson, the sophomore. Jade Lowe the chance in the slot. That pass was saved. Another opportunity saved by Dahl.
It was an amazing performance. She's saved pretty much everything that comes her way, letting up 2 goals on what must be at least over 30 shots this game is definitely not bad, you know. And they should have both goalies back for next season, so they could make a very lethal goalie tandem going forward.
Hannah Goldenberg, the senior, is the number 1 right now between the pipes, but Morgan Dahl and Emma Kushner, as you mentioned, the sophomore and the junior next year, will both compete for that number 1 spot, but Morgan Dahl at the moment is proving like she is ready for that number 1 next season. And we'll see a timeout here with 1:37 to go. Haven't seen too many mask breaks in this one. Of course, they are not mandatory, but both coaches are asked at the 4-minute mark. And New Canaan, of course, didn't really want to stop the pace or lose any momentum from this game, as they've been really from the first shift. You could tell that this New Canaan team was ready to play.
Yeah, they came to the building ready. They knew that they were the better team, especially from the last game that they played against this Greenwich Cardinals team. It had actually the exact same score as of right now, 2-0 New Canaan. So they had confidence coming into this game, and they knew that they were the better team.
New Canaan starting to show signs of that 17-1-2 campaign they had 2 years ago. With this win tonight, they'll improve to 6-1, and Greenwich will drop to 4-3. Going 13-2-1, had an impressive 6-1 by McKenna Hardin. O'Connell has it now.
A shutout, which would be the New Canaan Lady Rams' 4th of the year, which is pretty impressive, you know, considering this defensive core has really 4 main contributors.
Greenwich looking for a goal here. A shot there was deflected, and Novick very late seeing that one. She got a key save with under a minute to have actually pulled their goalie here. An empty net. 6 skaters on for Greenwich as they try and get a goal here and maybe make this game interesting late. That chance by McKenna Hardin went off the side of the cage. Trying to put one on net was Greenwich. That was Danielson. And keeping in at the lines, Tess Marciano plays it back to Lawrence. Tried to swing one in front, looking for Fukuchi for a deflection in front, but I couldn't find the tape of her stick. With 10 seconds to go, the puck is inside the defensive end, and that is the final buzzer here at Darien Ice House. New Canaan a dominant 2-0 victory. Blythe Novick with another shutout to her name this year. And the New Canaan Rams improved to 6-1 on this season. Greenwich drops to 4-3 as New Canaan sweeps the season series between the two. And they will next play Darien next week, while Greenwich will look to get back in the win column after a bit of a skid against Ridgefield Co-op on Tuesday at home. Dylan, your final thoughts on this really dominant performance for New Canaan?
Yeah, New Canaan played really well. They got tons of shots on Dahl, but speaking of Dahl, she had a pretty amazing game, you know. This New Canaan team is definitely not one to take lightly, especially with their very high-powered offense. So it's only her 2nd game of the season, and although she's 0-2, she hasn't looked like it, especially in this one.
She'll give Coach Alex Lorchin something to think about as they go into their next game. That'll wrap it up here at Darien Ice House. I'd like to thank a couple of people. First, our cameraman, Chase Pinkernell, and then, of course, our advisor, Roman Cebulski, our Athletic Director, Jay Egan, the Darien Ice House Athletic Director, Johnny Pucks. For Dylan Azzopardi, I am Austin Platt signing off. We will see you on Wednesday when the boys play Greenwich here at Darien Ice House. That'll be Wednesday night. But for now, the final score, New Canaan 2, Greenwich 0. Take care, everyone.